Dear beloved souls, innovators, trailblazers, moms and dads who want a better life for your children, a different life, people who already found solutions and alternative to the mainstream madness we're fed on mainstream media and other outlets. Welcome to this talk, to my soul talk here, and today I bring a very clear, high vibrating energy and talk and inspiration to you, helping you and singing a song of excitement and joy about finding and making a way where there is none. And I'm talking to you as a pioneer myself, together with Katie, and I care so much about you. We have so many beautiful families who have been following us for such a long time, for more than 15 years now. And we care about you guys. And I know that there are so many people and families who feel restrained. You sometimes feel confined, you feel boxed in, you feel not supported, you feel fear. Because we are on the brink of, or we are in the midst of creating a new world. The new world is manifesting with or without us. It doesn't matter, because the universe doesn't care. It is ever expanding, and we have the duty and the opportunity to grow and expand and transform together in harmony with the universe and with Mother Nature, or struggle and eventually be left behind. And so I'm speaking today here with so much excitement and joy, embracing this transformation we're all going through and making it our own and using it to create something that was never there before, individually fitting for me and my family. And I'm speaking to you today again, sharing from my life, from my heart, from our experience, but I'm doing this with the intention that you can see yourself in me, that you can feel resonance, that you are inspired to find your own path, your own way. But being so inspired, finding it and walking it, not having the resources, not having the knowledge, not having the plan even, not having the tools, not having the support, not having the money, we make and create all of what it is needed through the clear intention where the movement is grounded in, but then just standing up and stumbling forward. And I have some example from our life and to present to you and to give to you, so you can again hopefully find your own personal individual way for you and your family and your kids and for your grandkids in this incarnation. Guys, I'm sitting here right now in Hungary. We have been traveling the last 7 days. Each day we were driving between 5 and 10 hours. We started at the very eastern part of Europe and close to Portugal. We were driving through entire Spain up north. Then we went into France, right off the Pyrenees, this huge Alpine chain separating France and Spain. Then we turned eastwards and at the southern border of the Alps, crossed into Italy. We spent one day, we relaxed in Lago Garda. It's the Garda Lake in the north of Italy. And then we went into Slovenia, beautiful, slept yesterday, and today we arrived in Hungary. And this is for now our final destination after crossing the entire European continent, to see if we create a new base here in Hungary, this beautiful lake we're at. And so I feel like I had so much time this last week to I was just driving. I was leading my family. We're together, we're doing this all together. But I was so much driving, and I had so much time to go inward and reflect upon our life, to reflect upon our path, because we are moving right now. And we had this goal of Hungary. We never know if we really would end up here, because we are famous for sometimes on our travel change directions if it feels right, but we ended here. It was our intention to get here, and we arrived here. And while we were doing this extensive travel, we never drove so much in our entire family life. Not even when we traveled Australia together with the kids, or going through the States on an RV. We never did an entire week. And while I was doing this, before we started, I had this intention, or this intuition, to create another huge event, bringing together families internationally from all around the world, to share wisdom, to share experience, and to do this for you guys, for the community of all our families and speakers. It's called the Peaceful Family Summit, bringing together families who found and created freedom and peace. And yeah, I felt this. I felt this so clear. This is what needs to happen next. And the same moment we decided and felt like, oh, now it's time to drive several thousand miles and not even exactly knowing where we're going to end up, while doing dozens and dozens of interviews. I've created lots of these events. This is so much my soul expressing itself, bringing people together on huge events for free for the audience to watch. I did 500 interviews in the last 3 years with experts and beautiful souls. And so we're doing this again, and I'm sharing this with you. It's in alignment with everything I'm telling you here right now, is that I don't know how I find the time. I don't know where is a good setup. Possibly I'm going to do it in the car again. We don't have the tools. We don't have the means. I don't know exactly how this is all going to work out. How. So we are still at the same position we have been in our entire life. This is the story of our life, because we are pioneers. We always went and followed what we felt was the right thing to do for us as a family. And so we innovated lots of different things, and we innovated, quite frankly, not for you guys, not for the world, but for us as a family. But the beautiful things about, if you innovate for your family, and this innovation is coming from source, from a soulful place, everybody can profit from this, or a lot of people can profit from this. And so we have been pioneering in the field of education. We're world schoolers. Our kids never went to school, even though our adult kids all have degrees now. We innovated business, how we work, how we are helpful to the world. At a point of time when there was no internet really, there were no tools, there was nothing, no way, there were no role models. We decided to start an online business. We started something back in the day that was called online coaching. I don't know if you heard about that. When we started this, nobody heard of that. There was no such thing. We created online courses and an ebook when nobody was doing this. So there were no tools, there was no support. We innovated here. We were the first Germans who did that. And the first online summit I created because I love these communal events, bringing people together for free, and sharing knowledge and wisdom and bringing together good people. I was doing my first online summit 2009. There was no Zoom. You know how I did it? Because I had to find ways. There was Skype. There was a software back in the day. The old timers will know about that. There was a software called Skype for online telephone calls, and I had a camera behind my back filming the computer screen, and doing interviews like this, and bringing people together from all around the world, doing these Skype interviews. So there was no software, there was no no information. I had to come up with solutions. And this is what it is all about in these times we're living in. There are some role models. We are role models to some degree, but possibly you have to find your own way, your own unique way. You can find support. We're here to support you guys. We coach, we support you, we mentor, we help you practically, energetically. But still, it needs you to be willing to go and walk a path you never walked before. Not exactly knowing how it's gonna go down, how you're gonna find the direction, how you're gonna find the tools, the resources, the support. It's not about that. And beyond that, it's also, we all gotta liberate ourselves from the identities and ideas about ourselves, about what it is that we believe we can achieve or we should not achieve, or what is possible, who I am as a person. All this needs to be new. And we make it so. You have to make it so. We have this opportunity to do this willingly and with intention. Or people who refuse, who hold on, they will see that the rope they're holding on is just glitching through their fingers. There is suffering, there is fear, and that's sometimes part of the process. But there is no other way. We all have to make everything new, because this is what the universe around us is doing. There is an ever faster expansion of energy, an ever higher pitching frequency of energy. We are all surrounded by, and we have to do our work. You have to do your work to make everything new, to become the innovator, to become the trailblazer of your own life. And it is for your own good, for your own soul, but beyond that, then it's for your family, and then beyond that, it's for the world at large. This is what it's needed. And it's sometimes so good to not have because it's the way it is, to not have the resources, to not have the way, to not have the time. I feel very often that I'm at my best when I have deadlines and limited resources, because it forces me to become or be that innovator we always have been. And it's the same with this huge summit I'm creating right now. I committed to a deadline, so everything has to work out in order to meet that deadline. I already pushed it because we all of a sudden also did this long travel along crossing Europe, but I have a new deadline now, and I'm working towards this deadline. In the old days, when we traveled the world, we didn't have money to support this travel. We always went in stages. We bought the plane tickets. It's always the first thing we did, because once you buy the plane tickets and you can not afford to just let the plane start without you, you have to make everything work to be there at the airport, to have the money, to have, or at least some money for the first couple of days in the new continent. You have to look after your stuff. You have to say goodbye to everybody. You have to organize your business, your affairs. Sometimes you have to put a foot down and to make a commitment to the project that wants and needs to be created through you, to the new life that wants to be embodied and manifested through you. It starts with the commitment without knowing or having the means. This is how it goes. And sometimes we only can find the means through making the commitment first. It's the same thing. Sometimes in order to receive new and riches and beauty and love and health and more money, abundance, in order to receive new, we gotta let go of the old things first. How do you expect something new falling into your lap when your lap is filled with old things? Doesn't even make sense in that picture now, does it? So willingness to let go of the old ideas of what I think I can be, what I cannot be, is the fundament upon we build the new life. I can't tell you how many, I coach thousands and thousands of people since you as a community called me to do that. That was not my intention. That was not my idea. My identity was, back in the day when we went to Costa Rica, I'm a raw food teacher. I'm a vegan raw food health teacher, and this is what I'm doing. But as soon as we went to Costa Rica, all you guys asked me, hey Chris, you went to Costa Rica, you make a living there, you work on the internet, you sell online courses, you do coaching. Show me, I want this as well for my family. So my identity was not allowing me to become what the world needed me to be. And I refused. And it took a while to accept becoming Germany's first online business coach, heart-based online business coach. I was asked to let go of an old identity. And I've coached thousands and thousands of people, literally. Yeah, through our programs, in our groups. I had just in our groups alone. Yeah, I had people so many people with a good heart, with knowledge, with wisdom, with the ability to be helpful to brothers and sisters, to contribute, to do something good. But with the identity, well, I'm not a business owner. Well, I can't make money with that. I don't have it in me to run a business. Yeah. And with this identity, you just cut off your own leg. You know? So we need to free and liberate ourselves from these old ideas, from these definitions, from these identities, and from the illusion that we need the resources and the path and the support and the right weather and the perfect temperature, whatever, and so on, in order to succeed, or just in order to start, guys. And this is what our life is all about. We always have been just moving forward. We have been so good and developed our skills to just let go of everything and feel what wants to come through us from source, from God, from Mother Nature, and be 100% committed to that. For my own sake as a soul, there is no alternative. Together with my beloved soulmate Katie, we are in this life together since 30 years. Beyond that, we do this for our family, for our kids. Yeah, and then after that, you come, the world comes. But our kids, the crystal child of the new paradigm, they deserve us at our A game. They deserve for us to question our identities, to question all the old stuff. The kids need, our kids and the new crystal childs of this new paradigm, they need us as the adult and grandfather, grandmother, mom, grandfather, grandmother generation. They need and rely upon us that we create the space in which they can then expand into what they're supposed to be as crystal childs. They need us, they deserve us. So there is not even, I feel, an alternative to this. We do not only have the opportunity to transform our own life into being totally aligned with the ever-expanding higher frequency pitching universe, we have the duty to do so. In the name of love, in the name of life itself, in the name of our children and the children of this world who rely upon us, that we expand, that we create the space within ourselves by overcoming identities and lack and illusions of separations. By overcoming this, we create the space, a space where energy can freely flow, freely flow. By creating this within ourselves, our kids have the fundament, the space they need and they deserve. And this is our part. This is what we're doing. This is what Katie and I, what we are doing in our life, for our family, but then beyond that, for you guys as well. This is how we support. This is how we do our part. And this is how hopefully one or the other soul listening right now, or have been listening to this call, feel called to question and to overcome and to make everything new in your life for your own good, for life which is expressing through you, God and Mother Nature expressing through you, for yourself, for your family, and for the world at large. Guys, this was my talk with so much joy and excitement that has been building up the last couple of days, driving around in silence and feeling the excitement of being this pioneer and trailblazer for my own life, for my family, for the world, for you guys, and here inspiring you. Guys, if you need support, nobody has to do it by themselves. This is why I love, as a community builder, to bring people together, to help bring support, because sometimes is another person helping you. Sometimes you are the one helping another person. Sometimes I'm the one helping another person. And you have support. You have support, you have the inspiration, and it needs not more planning, it needs not more resources or money or good weather. All it needs is you having the clear feeling that movement in a specific direction is right. If you have this feeling, you just stand up and you take the first step and stumble forwards, and you find and make a way, alone or together with others. It doesn't matter. This is the essence of this talk. Guys, I love you. So excited. What do you make of this talk? I'd love to hear some voices, some comments, some excitement, some dreams, some first steps from you, so we can all work together here. All the best, all my love from Hungary. See you guys soon. Bye bye.